Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day. Today, we're going to present strategies for teaching English in bilingual or multilingual settings for early childhood education.
Before we move into our topic deeper, let us introduce ourselves first. My name is NURIN ANISAH BINTI MASNAWI,
And my name is NURUL NAJIHAH binti ARIFFin, and we are from Unit PAKK1182.
Before we move into our topic, let me introduce what is the summary of our topic. Early childhood is a critical phase for language development, as youngsters are very open to learning different language. In an increasingly globalized society, the value of multilinguals in early childhood education is becoming more widely recognized. One of the most significant issues in this environment is effectively teaching English as an additional language, especially in contexts where children are already exposed to one or more other language. Developing effective English language instruction methodologies in bilingual or multilingual early childhood education settings is critical to ensure that all children have the opportunity to acquire strong linguistic abilities and achieve academic success.
To add on, according to the Cambridge Dictionary 2024b, the meaning of bilingual is an individual who can use two languages equally well. It means that they can communicate effectively in two languages in various contexts. In comparison, multilinguals refer to someone who can speak more than two languages. Individuals who are bilingual or multilingual can come from any age, including children. The number of multilingual students in many educational settings is rising. Cited from Singleton and ARIFFIN as cited in ANISAH et al. 2023. So, as a teacher, we must know how to choose the strategies to teach English effectively in bilingual or multilingual classrooms. So, let's move on to the strategies.
Okay, now let's move on into our main topic, which is strategies for teaching English language in bilingual or multilingual settings for early childhood education. One of important strategies for teaching English in bilingual or multilingual context is to establish a language-rich atmosphere, this entails introducing youngsters to English through a variety of media, which is including books, music videos, and everyday encounters. Educators can assist children acquire natural and authentic language abilities by immersing them in English language activities as cited as Wooten et al. 2023. Visual aids and props can also be employed to make language learning more enjoyable for young students.
To add on, teachers can provide visual aids such as charts and images. Teachers can provide these visual aids in their classrooms, such as building one corner to put all the visual aids in English, Malay, Chinese, Mandarin, and Tamil. For example, in this corner, teacher can paste images with sentences in these languages on the wall. Thus, young learners can read them whenever they go on the corner. This can help young learners improve their reading skills. More than that, visual aids can also enhance comprehension and memory for young learners. This is a 7 types of visual aids for learning. 1. Presentations, infographics, posters, flashcards, pictures, videos, charts, and graphics. In addition, teachers can also produce high-quality materials in multi-languages such as videos. Teachers need to ensure that curriculum materials and resources are available in multi-languages. This is an example that teachers can use to show young learners how to count numbers from 1 to 10 in 5 languages, which is Malay, English, Mandarin, Tamil, and Korean. By that, video emphasizes students to listen and learn, so this can help them improve their listening skills. More than that, learning materials can enhance motivation to young learners and help them engage in the learning process. As a result, these materials can support learning effectively. So, teachers can combine, produce high-quality materials and visual aids in the classroom to help them teach young learners and increase their understanding in the lesson. At the same time, teachers need to good communication in the classroom. While teaching, teachers have to encourage young learners to talk in English in the classroom. This will help students to improve their speaking skills. For example, teachers can create two-way communications in class by asking them simple questions and ensuring that they all answer in English. Apart from that, teachers can also provide communication activities such as role play, where young learners have to act out scenarios and the other friends need to answer it in English. If the students having a struggle to understand the word that they need to act, then teachers can use the visual aids or high-quality materials to help the student understand the meaning of the words. Moreover, while communicating with young learners, teachers have to use simple language. This is because young learners cannot understand complex words. In this case, young learners won't be able to understand what the teachers are talking about. So, teachers have to use simple language appropriately according to their age level to make sure they can understand the lessons. For example, teachers can use simple sentences while giving instruction, such as sit down. Teachers may also use high-quality materials to help students understand the word better. By using high-quality materials, teachers can show the meaning of sit-downs in many languages such as Malay, Mandarin, or Tamil, so that the students can understand the instruction better. When teaching English, it's better to use clear and easy to understand language. Teachers need to avoid complicated words or phrases that might confuse young learners. So by that, teachers can break down concepts into smaller parts and give examples to illustrate meanings. And teachers have to encourage lots of practice in speaking, reading, and writing to build confidence and skills. On the other hand, teachers can build young learners' language skills with scaffolding. This 2023 said that scaffolding language refers to the process of providing temporary support to learners as they build language skills. Scaffolding in teaching English also refers to providing support and guidance to learners as they develop their language skills, meaning that teachers can model and guide young learners until they can talk independently. For example, teachers can model what they want young learners to say if they want to go to the toilet in English. Then, teachers need to ensure that all students follow what the teacher said. While scaffolding, teachers need to ensure that young learners understood by using simple language. Teachers must provide opportunities for young learners to be independently with guidance and slowly move to independent work. This approach helps students build confidence and independence in using English. Example that can be used while scaffolding is visual aids. So, as I said before, flashcards are one of the visual aids. So, teachers can use these flashcards to help them remember the language that we teach. More than that, teachers can also provide clear instruction by using simple languages and giving feedback to guide their learning process effectively. So this is the 4 stage of scaffolding. One is model, which is all teacher do, and then 2 guide, mostly teacher do, and the others need to follow, and teachers need to guide them. Number 3 is gradual release, which is mostly student do, and lastly independence, which is all student do. To add on, teacher can integrate technology while teaching to improve young learners' English proficiency. As we all know, young learners nowadays are masters at using English. Some of them maybe know more than what adults know about technology. Therefore, technology can help students feel excited to learn the lesson. Moreover, integrating technology when teaching English can enhance learning experience and engagement for young learners. Hence, teachers need to take this as an advantage to make sure all of the students are involved in the learning process, such as utilizing language learning apps and websites that offer interactive exercise, quizzes, and games to practice vocabulary, grammar, reading, and speaking. Reading and listening skills. For example, by using apps such as quizzes, teachers can create a fun game like building sentences in multiple languages. In this game, teacher will give some words that their learners need to arrange to build one sentences. Students will depart to a group and they need to work together to build one sentences in many languages. Teachers can also interact and communicate with students while playing this game by asking them the sentences that they put. This can help a lot in improving grammar skills in young learners. So this is the example of grammar game. Next, teachers can also use non-verbal gestures while teaching. Non-verbal gestures is a communication that are expressed without words. This includes teachers' eye contact, which is teachers maintaining the eye contact with students, voice variations, facial expressions such as smiling, sad, or angry, and hand gestures or body language such as posture. These gestures often convey emotions, attitudes, intentions, and relational dynamic in communications. According to Parent Book and Carisi 2021, non-verbal gestures can help students active multiple sensory channels to complement teachers' verbal behaviors. Thereby, it can help stimulate students and enhance teacher-student interactions. For example, while storytelling in English, teacher can show facial expressions according to the stories such as sadness. This can help young learners understand their emotions by facial expressions. Furthermore, when teaching, teachers must use suitable voice variations. For example, teachers can use a high tone in sentences that teacher want to emphasize. This helps students to remember and listen effectively. Teachers need to apply these non-verbal gestures while communicating with students or when they teach.
In addition, for applying language-rich atmospheres, teachers can use culturally responsive teaching approaches that can be an effective tool for aiding the language development of bilingual and multilingual kids. According to Barber, adding components from students' cultural backgrounds and living experience into the curriculum and instructional style can improve engagement, motivation, and overall learning outcomes. This could include using culturally relevant materials, telling traditional stories and folk tales, or incorporating community resources and knowledge into the learning process. English language learners must receive targeted tailored support. As Olivia point out, children in bilingual or multilingual contexts may require more scaffolding and customized instruction to meet their specific language acquisition demands. This may entail the use of specialist instructional tactics such as visual aids, explicit vocabulary training, or the incorporation of language-specific activities and games. As for language-rich atmosphere, teachers can use books, can add culturally responsive teacher approach because in language-rich atmospheres, teachers use books. As for culturally responsive teaching approaches, teacher can use the student own language in the book, such as for if the student is a Chinese, then teacher can add Chinese materials in the teaching method. Furthermore, as Edgar pointed out, successful English language instruction in early childhood settings frequently necessitates the collaboration of educators, language experts, and other professionals such as speech language pathologists or community outreach workers. Educators can create a more complete and successful strategy to support all students' linguistic growth by bringing together a variety of expertise and views. Educators play a pivotal role in facilitating language acquisition and ensuring that children derive maximum benefit from the multilingual environments. By collaborating with language experts, teachers can gain insights into effective pedagogical strategies that are culturally relevant and linguistically appropriate. Language specialists equipped with knowledge of phonetic, syntax, and semantics across different languages can provide targeted support to educators, enabling them to address the unique challenge that arise in bilingual and multilingual classrooms. Seelig and Golubieva discovered that translanguaging tactics, which entail the strategic use of different languages within a single classroom, can considerably improve the language development of bilingual or multilingual children. These techniques allow learners to use their existing language repertoire, which fosters a deeper comprehension of linguistic concepts and facilitates skill transfer between languages. These languages and cultures influence one another, eventually blending it together. Educators can promote language integration by giving students opportunities to use English in relevant circumstances, encourage bilingual or multilingual students to participate more in English language group activities such as discussion and storytelling sessions. By incorporating English into daily routines and social interaction, children are more likely to actively engage with the language and improve their communication abilities such as everyday. Apart from that, involving children in multisensory activities can be quite beneficial for teaching English in bilingual or multilingual contexts, as cited as Romero. For example, teachers can incorporate music, movement, and hands-on activities which can help children associate words with actions and objects. This can make language learning more interactive and memorable. Multisensory activities awaken the senses of poor academic students if they are used to address students' needs. This is because there are some students that cannot just learn based on the books. So multisensory activities really help this poor student to achieve their development. By incorporating songs, stories, and games from various linguistic backgrounds, educators create an inclusive environment that respects and celebrates diversity. Children can experience linguistic nuances through music and art, which promote engagement and interaction among peers, which is among the student and their classmates. This not only bolsters language skill but also fosters social cohesion as children learn to appreciate each other's culture through shared experience. For example, in art, they can draw based on what the language that teacher said. For example, in Korean, if teachers say they need to draw cat, and then their classmates didn't understand what is cat, so they can draw it. The student can draw it, and the other student which is didn't understand it can see the drawing and understand it. Teachers can also utilize technology resources and visual platforms in the multisensory method as I mentioned before. Through this, educators can enhance the teaching of English in bilingual or multilingual settings. By using educational apps, interactive games, and online resources, it can provide additional support for language learning and make it more easy for young learners. Technology resources provide enriched learning experience that cater to various linguistic backgrounds. By utilizing these tools, educators can create immersive environments that stimulate children's interest in multiple languages. For instance, apps like Bilingual and Endless Alphabet support dual language learning, which allows children to hear, read, and interact with content in both their native language and the target language that they want to learn, thus reinforcing vocabulary and equation and comprehension skills. As for virtual platform also allow students to practice English outside of class and gain access to real language materials from a variety of sources. Virtual platforms enable access to a broader array of resources. As for virtual platforms also allow students to practice English outside of class and gain access to real language materials from a variety of sources, which is it may not be locally available in classes since they are interacting with the real world experience. Online collaboration with classrooms in different countries can introduce children to diverse cultural contexts and linguistic practice. This exposure fosters not only language skills but also the global awareness, empathy, and appreciation for diversity. Virtual exchanges can be particularly beneficial in bilingual and multilingual settings, as they allow children to practice their language skills with peers from different linguistic backgrounds, thereby enhancing their cognitive competence. By leveraging these tools, educators can create dynamic and interactive learning environments that celebrate linguistic diversity while equipping children with essential communication skills for an interconnected world. As the educational sphere continues to evolve, embracing technology will be vital for nurturing linguistically rich and culturally aware future generations. However, there are some parents that will be worried if their children play technologies too long or too much. To ensure that children use technology correctly, teachers can involve parents and the local community in language learning. As we know, parent is known as children first teachers, and for the community, they are responsible for the children environment in their development. Involving parents and the local community can strengthen English learning in bilingual or multilingual environments for children through observation and guidance. Educators can encourage parents to speak English with their children at home, exchange English language materials, and actively participate in school activities that foster English language development. As for the encourage parents to speak in English at home, instead of using their mother tongue language, they can use the English language to make sure that their children can improve more and can enhance their communication skills in English. As for the community partnerships can also provide vital cultural insight and language support to bilingual or multilingual students, fostering a collaborative learning environment that goes beyond the classroom. Community can support the children by communicate with the children. They can use English instead of their mother tongue language. All in all, in the context of early childhood education, the importance of fostering language development in bilingual or multilingual settings cannot be overstated. Educators play a pivotal role in navigating the complexities that arise from diverse linguistic backgrounds, which offers both challenges and remarkable opportunities for young learners. As research consistently underscores the cognitive, social, and cultural benefits of bilingualism, educators must embrace pedagogical strategies that are inclusive and responsive to the varied linguistic needs of students. Educators in early childhood settings must remain adaptable and proactive in their approach to teaching language in bilingual or multilingual contexts. Teaching English in bilingual or multilingual settings for early childhood education necessitates a deliberate approach that considers the different needs and background of the students. Educators can improve English teaching and learning in a meaningful and engaging way by creating a language-rich environment, utilizing multisensory activities, promoting language integration, employing translating strategies, celebrating cultural diversity, leveraging technology, and encouraging parent and community involvement. These tactics not only promote language development but also generate a sense of inclusion, belonging, and confidence in bilingual or multilingual young learners as they traverse the intersections processes of language learning in their early life.
In summary, educators can combine all of these strategies in teaching English for young learners in bilingual or multilingual classroom settings. While teaching, teachers need to boost communication in the classroom by using simple languages, scaffolding, and nonverbal gestures. Teachers can also create visual aids corners in the classroom that teachers can use the visual aids to help them in teaching. At the same time, teachers can use high quality materials and integrate technology to improve your learners' understanding. Teachers can combine visual aids, high quality materials and technology in helping them when teaching. Using strategies effectively in teaching English can significantly enhance learning outcomes. Here are the benefits that the learners can get. 1. Communicative language teaching, which is focusing on real-life communication tasks that help students develop practical language skills. 2. Use of technology. Integrating technology tools and resources can make learning more interactive and accessible and relevant to students' life. As I said before, technologies young learners nowadays are master at using English. And the last one, scaffolding, help them get feedback. Providing constructive feedback and use varied assessment methods help monitor progress and identify areas for improvement in language skills. By scaffolding, teachers know which part that they need to improve in young learners' language skills. So, educators today need to acquire the method for teaching English in bilingual and multilingual settings. This can benefit both teachers and young learners. Otherwise, the teacher's objective of ensuring that students master English will not be achieved. Or maybe young learners have a trouble to understand English.
That's all from us. We hope that our presentation can help teachers in applying strategies
in bilingual or multilingual classroom settings
in early childhood education
context. Thank you.